Hello, and welcome to Fredonia Faces, the show where we have guests from all over the Fredonia campus. I am one of your hosts, Patrick, and you will meet our other hosts later in the show. Today, I am joined by Dr. Nestor Goldsmith, who is a theater professor here at Fredonia. Dr. Goldsmith is an actor that is versed in theatrical techniques from around the globe, such as mime and commedia dell'arte. Dr. Goldsmith, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, definitely. So how long have you been here at Fredonia?
This is my second semester
Oh,
teaching
okay,
here.
so you just came. So where did you originally start off in your career?
In Chile,
Chile,
my
okay.
native country, yes.
Excellent. So how did you first really get into theater?
I was a business major in a Chilean university, and I was a sophomore, and I got sick.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I was in bed for 1 month, and during that time, I decided to write a play using a concept that I learned in the school from system theory, and I wrote up a play called The Black Box. Then someone from the field of theater was interested in staging that play, but they didn't find anybody to perform because it was physically demanding, and so I ended up performing the play myself, and that was when I began doing theater.
That's great.
And I quit business.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's quite the drastic contrast there.
Totally.
Definitely. So what would you say your biggest challenge is as a performer?
Well, I think that the process of preparing a production is always very demanding. As a performer, as a mime, for example, or commedia dell'arte performer, you need a lot of training, physical training. Be very focused and learn a big variety of techniques.
Okay, so like for a novice like me, what exactly is commedia dell'arte?
Commedia dell'arte is a discipline or from the Renaissance. It has a long story. And commedia dell'arte means company of professionals. That is the meaning of that term. So it was a group of professional actors that were traveling from town to town, from square to square, performing usually in the streets. For the audience in different places. It's commedia.
Commedia, okay.
It uses a lot of, we call that scenarios or canovaches that are short comedic scenes.
Okay. Excellent. So I think we're going to do some miming of our own here now.
Really? Okay.
So let's move this table out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Let's get down.
Over there?
Yes, over there.
Okay.
I just lost my mic, actually. So let me take care of that real quick.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, so let's see. First, perhaps a traditional technique, a mime technique, and the famous invisible wall,
Okay.
So you start there.
Okay.
But and there. Okay, so that is the wall.
So we're on the wall.
Yeah. So you have to define it first.
Oh, okay. So it's.
Okay. So after that.
Okay.
There.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go.
Yeah. And there. And then you.
So I'm moving along the wall.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can do that one. Okay.
So it's depend.
Yeah. Oh, we're looking over.
Exactly.
We're at a penitentiary, are we?
Oh yes. Or you can.
Yeah.
That is one thing.
Okay.
if you allow me a little and stay there.
Excellent.
So I'm going to go there, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
I cannot
That
believe
was good, yeah.
that was good.
We can perform together.
Excellent. We could definitely. So can we do one together?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So
Let's start here.
will I start over there with you
Yes,
as well?
yes.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay. So we're going to...
We're gonna go over here.
Exactly.
Okay.
So let's begin defining. And 1,
2. Oh. Who's over here? Oh.
okay.
Oh, are we both looking over?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So let's see.
Okay. And then we
And
so
so-
we define back as well.
Yes, and you can fold if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That I don't know if I'm qualified for that.
Okay. So that is the wall.
Hold on. What was that about?
This is the wall.
Oh, I've grabbed the wall.
Okay.
Excellent. Now
So
I'm.
it. Okay, good.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, we lost it.
Darn it.
So
Okay.
that is one thing. Another one?
Yes,
Do
definitely.
you have time?
Oh, we have time for another one.
Okay, let's see. Walking.
Walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm decent at that.
yeah, this movement that you are going to learn
Okay.
is actually an equivalence of walking, real walking. Yeah? So it's like this,
Okay.
and you go there, and there, you go there, and then you add the movement with exactly. Yeah.
So we're just strolling along here.
Exactly, and usually you do this.
You do it to the
in
side?
profile. Yes, so we can
So-
go there.
Okay. So we're gonna go.
Okay, but
What am I
in
doing
place.
with the arms? Okay.
Oh yes, like
Okay. So. Right.
right,
Making my way downtown by Vanessa Carlton.
exactly.
Okay. Let's move back over here.
Okay.
Excellent. So,
Uh,
excellent. So we can do the wall. We can walk. Are there any more advanced techniques that you're
yes, this
more
is
capable of?
yeah,
than
this
me?
is a story that I learned from another mime.
Okay.
I was performing in the street, and after finishing my part, I found someone behind the curtain, and that person taught me this technique.
Okay.
So we are going to walk.
Oh, am I doing this with you as well?
Do you want me?
Yeah, you can just go ahead.
Okay, okay. So this is called the butterfly.
Okay.
We're going to find a dead butterfly there and interact with it. Okay, so
Oh, that's good. Oh, yes. And he has the flag.
the butterfly.
Oh, the butterfly. Oh, and now it's flying away. Okay, that is pretty fantastic. And there it is. And here it goes flying away.
Okay.
Goodbye.
So, yeah.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us
welcome.
today. This is our new segment, Patrick Learned Something New. And that's, again, all the time we have for today. Stick around with us. And after this commercial break, we're going to look into Fredonia's very own improv team.
Carbon dioxide plus water
Hey, Gio, what's up?
and energy. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, coronary artery.
I'd like to pass them back to you now.
For chem
Very
tissue
pleased with
types
your
of
work.
endoplasmic reticulum with ribosomes 3 o'clock already and without. Copy of the skeletal anatomy syllabus for chem cycle Wednesday. Velocity skeletal anatomy Thursday. The lobes of the cortex.
She's got the drive,
Cranial volume.
the energy,
Ventral, parietal,
the heart,
and occipital.
and the talent.
Motor output. Vena cava.
Pre-med.
But she wouldn't be here
Evolutionary development.
without your help. Please support the United Negro College Fund. Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Syllabus for Chem 2.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kelly, and today I'm joined by Tyler Hecht from Random Acts. Random Acts is Fredonia's improv team who just celebrated their 20th anniversary. So, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Very
you.
excited. Are you guys excited?
Very excited.
Okay. So, what made you guys both want to join Random Acts?
Well, it's an audition-based group, so I auditioned my freshman year.
I auditioned this past year. I was a big fan of Random Acts all last year, and I wanted to learn more about improv, so I decided to audition this year.
What year are you now?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to go to Random Acts all the time, my freshman year. And then I became an RA, and they locked me inside Castling, round up all the liquor. So I never saw the light of day after that. But now I'm not an RA, so maybe I'll go to Random Acts.
Definitely should.
Okay, so, are there any specific techniques to improv that you're going to slip under the belt and tell me about?
Yeah, there's a lot of techniques. There's like the most common, most popular one that you'll hear a lot is yes and, which is just
Which is what?
yes and.
Oh,
So if somebody says something to you, it's important not to negate it, to accept what they've given you and go from there. Because a scene can't progress if you're just going to negate everything that your partner's telling you.
It's also important to not ask questions and to not, you as an improviser have all the information that you need to succeed.
Wow, that was insightful. Okay, so recently you guys had your 20th anniversary show, which I saw advertised everywhere. How did that go? How was it?
It went really well, yeah. We had over 30 alumni come back to perform with us, including Nice Peter, who created the epic rap battles of history.
Yeah, I learned about that today.
Yeah.
That's so dope. That's
No,
awesome.
yeah. He was super cool, super nice, so talented. Yeah, it was really fun.
Okay. So today Tyler is going to teach me and my co-hosts how to play a game called Story, Story, Die. So if Tyler and Anna would want to get up here and play a game,
Patrick.
then let's get this party started.
Here I come.
So this is a game called Story, Story, Die. Tyler's actually going to play with you guys. I will stand behind you. So this game is a little, it's a game about accepting and not negating and having all the information you need to succeed as an improviser. So what's going to happen is that I will give you a suggestion. I will tap one of you on the back, and you will begin a story. The first one to falter will have to die in a specific way. You'll have to create a very unique way to die, and then the two people left will continue the story until there is one person left who will finish the story. So are you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Am I physically doing a reaction to dying?
So when you, for example, death by ice cream cone,
Okay.
you're licking the ice cream cone, and then it all of a sudden it attacks you.
It's ah!
Yeah. So
Excellent.
How are we gonna know when we're dying? Like when we're gonna die?
I'll tell you.
Excellent. Here we go.
Okay, so your suggestion to start the story is pony.
I rode a pony on Sunday, and it was the best freaking day of my life. I went into the sunset to find my lover. His name was Adam, and it was lovely.
And then Adam and I decided to go to the beach to watch the sunset, so we laid out a picnic basket and a
But as it turned out, the picnic basket blew away in the wind as the horse galloped into the sunset.
And there was no food for anyone. And then the famine of 1912 began.
which is where I met my best friend.
However, the famine began, but the Louis Vuitton saddle came in the mail.
And then the famine was over, and there was enough food to.
And there was enough food.
Oh, die! You messed up. Okay, guys. So how should Tyler die? And give me a very creative way that he should.
The first thing that came to
Can
my
we do
mind.
Death by Cranston?
Die
Yes!
by Cranston Marseille.
Easy.
Excellent.
Easy, yeah, right?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Robert!
Cheesy Friday has done it again.
Again.
And he is
I'm
dead.
dead.
He's dead.
So Tyler, you're gonna
Rest
sit on
in
the end
peace.
here, and it's just you two left to tell the rest of the story.
Okay.
So
Picking up where
so
we
you can
left
sit
off.
right down there. You two will be telling a story now about a scary witch.
Excellent.
All right, and remember to give her an entire life. This story is dependent on you. You two have the tools, okay?
There once was a witch named Mary, and she never liked going to class. But then one day, her mom was like, girl, you better go to class, otherwise I'm not paying your tuition anymore. So she started to go to class.
And then Mary said, but Mom, I have alopecia, and all the children will make fun of me because I don't have any hair, and they all straighten their hair at the Witch Academy, but I can't because I have alopecia.
And the alopecia just kept getting worse and worse. The hair just fell off by the mileage. There was no hair on her legs, on her
And
arms.
I said, Mom, we don't measure in mileage, we measure in kilometers. But there's no point in measuring in kilometers because I don't have any hair.
But that's when we moved to Europe and we started doing things by the metric system. And everything changed after that, just like Avatar, The Last Airbender, when the firebenders
But that movie is overrated, and my mother once told me never throw an avatar as far as you can throw them.
But luckily he was an airbender, so he just took Appa and out into the wind.
And one fateful day, the seed of hair was planted in my scalp, and hair grew by the meter.
And then, this is
Oh,
not
you
my
messed
story
up.
to tell anymore.
You have to die. So how
It was inevitable at one point. Oh, I forgot you were down there.
Surprise. By broccoli.
Death by broccoli.
Okay.
And make it a little vocal. Let's hear some real agony behind this death by broccoli.
Okay. My doctor said if I don't start eating broccoli, I'm gonna get so morbidly obese I'm gonna die. So here we go. It's so
Oh no.
meaty. But laugh thereof because of the vitamins
No.
of the D kind. I am one.
So now Tyler's gonna get up, and now it's gonna be you and me doing this story. And I am
Excellent.
the captain of my team, so it's gonna be a little bit.
Can we do it in a 40s accent?
We can do it, yes. And we're gonna really challenge us,
Transatlantic.
okay?
Stay on the floor.
Yes. Okay. What's your suggestion for us?
Of a story.
Yes.
Your connection is down.
Okay.
I'm up with the Fredonia theme.
All right.
Well, I received a telegram from Scott Sanders that your connection was down and I can't register for any classes. I said I did.
And then all of a sudden I looked at my computer, and there I saw it. Your connection was down, just as the man said on the news.
And she told me to come around about noon tomorrow, but I said I can't because I can't register for my classes at noon because your connection is down, and I tried to enter the code, but I couldn't. And I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going, but I kept saying, error, error, error.
Era, the 1940s. What a beautiful era it is. I love the 1940s. There's so many connections, but your connection is down because the newspapers won't work anymore. Oh, how I love the newspaper, how I love print.
And I went to the leader's office in the Williams Center, S209ABC, and I said, get to the presses,
Sir, get to the
because I
presses."
can't get on your connection.
Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know what happened there.
I think that was me. I think I interrupted.
I
so-
think you may have
think
died,
it's-
ma'am.
Okay, so give me a cool way to die, and I will do it.
Is Kelly, are you giving the way to die?
Anybody. First thing that
Death
comes to mind.
by beautiful sunset.
Death by beautiful way
It's
to
like
go.
it's like SpongeBob with the bomb episode.
Yes.
You know, the bomb.
What a lovely, gorgeous sunset. I can't wait. But oh God, the rays, the UV rays, anything but the UV rays.
Too real.
That was
Real.
very,
Well, I guess that's why you're in real.
very real, Kelly. Get back up here, darling. I'm falling off the stage, I am.
All right. There's mud on my butt, so I'm trying to get that angle in there. All right. So thank you, Tyler, for teaching us that awesome game.
Yes,
We'll
thank
play it
you.
with friends later. Make sure to check out their Twitter at RandomXFred. Thanks again, Tyler, for teaching us that game. That was really fun. All right. So now we're going to have a commercial or two.
Someone who needs me.
Every child needs love. Needs love. Needs love. Every child needs love.
Welcome back. I am here today with Ray, who is a slam poet here at Fredonia, and she will be performing some of her poems for us today. So without further ado, go ahead, Ray.
Thank you. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of slavery, inequality, and there you see in a bed of weeds, not 2 yards away, in a crack in the concrete, cold and gray, of thee I sing, of a rosebud there trying to bloom anyways. Lands where my fathers died. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and so you water the weeds instead. Land of the pilgrim's pride. You have too much pride to help that dying rose get ahead, and so you sing to the weeds, for you too are a dandelion, and you try to spread your seeds from every mountainside, where we try and try to climb and climb, but you kick down boulders, and you claim to hold us up, and yet you have the audacity to sing. Let freedom ring. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
Excellent. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Of course.
Really appreciate it. So you have some real passion behind your work. And so like, where do you dig down to get that passion?
Honestly, as a Black female, sometimes, not sometimes, that does affect me in everyday life. And also when I was younger, I went through a lot with my family.
Okay.
And most of my poetry is centered around basically what I know.
Okay.
It's centered around my struggles, the root of my struggles. I basically just express my feelings through words. And
Oh, that's amazing. So how did you originally get into poetry and kind of come to find it?
It's really weird, but in 2nd grade, we were just introduced to poetry. And my teacher was like, yay, poetry segment. We're doing a time when we write pretty poems for spring. So I was like, oh, okay, what's this? And then
Definitely.
just started getting into that.
So what would you say your favorite aspect of poetry is?
I hate grammar.
Yeah.
I hate it with a passion. It's annoying.
I feel that.
So I'm just with poetry, you don't have to worry about that. You can, the words that you speak you don't have rules when you're writing. You don't have rules when you're speaking when it comes to poetry. So you don't have to think, oh my gosh, is this the correct punctuation? Is this how my words are supposed to be in order?
Yes.
You just speak what you're feeling, or you write what you're feeling, and it's my favorite aspect of it, because you don't have to really think
It's
about
amazing.
that.
There's no nothing holding you down.
No rules at all.
Exactly. So do you enjoy writing any other types of poetry? Because slam poetry is your main, is that your favorite form?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you enjoy writing any other, a haiku maybe once in a while?
If it's for a class assignment, yes.
Definitely. So just what advice would you have for aspiring poets?
I would honestly just say write what you know about. And I know a lot of, that sounds so cliche because a lot of writers say that.
Definitely.
But if you try to write about something that you don't know about, or you try to write about something that you don't have experience in, it's not gonna come out, truthfully, it's not gonna come out with that passion that a lot of poets put behind their words. So just write what you know.
All right, and so do you ever get nervous with your performance?
I always have that moment right before when I go on, because I'm okay, I'm prepared for this, and then I get to the door right on stage, and they're 5, 4, 3, and I'm okay, I need to pee, I need to vomit now.
I feel that though, I feel that.
But then once you just start getting into it, you forget that there are people watching you, and it's just you're there in the world that is created for you, or the world that you get to create yourself. So.
Oh, that is so amazing. So I believe that you have one more poem for us that you're going to perform. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I gotta,
Take your time.
gotta find it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. This is a poem that I wrote for anti-bullying, because, it's not okay to pick on people for things that they cannot control. It's called The Truth About Freedom. I want to die, but if you die, do you fly? No, you burn. Is that what I want? No, but it's for that I yearn. I feel so much, and yet I feel nothing. Maybe that's what I need. Fire, no mass, just volume. That is what I need to fill this empty space inside of me. You're ugly, you're stupid, you disgust me, you're lonely, no one likes you. Someone, please love me. Is this my future that awaits? Tell me, is this my fate? Is this really all I'm made of? No, no matter is what I'm made of. And yet they tell me come up. But what happens when I do? I get trapped inside a sin because I'm already nothing because of my gender and my skin. They say I was and never will be anything but nothing. But I met someone who told me that in heaven I'm a queen bee. And if that's what being me means, then that is where I'm going. So I let them see me fade away with the razor plus my skin, and I wallow in my sin, because what that person never told me is that Jesus already died for me, that he hung up there in Calvary. And so I take the life he gave to me, and now I burn in hell eternally.
Wow, that is incredibly powerful, Ray. Oh my gosh. All right, so do you have like any influencers that like really like, I don't know, that maybe you draw inspiration from or like detect your style?
Mostly music, like really old music.
Yeah.
Billie Holiday definitely has always been an influence.
Okay.
Her music, more modern music, Lauryn Hill and Jill Scott, definitely modern influencers. And
okay.
Strangely, like not at all related to them.
Yeah, definitely.
But Panic at the Disco.
Yes.
Like for some strange reason, I don't know.
It just works.
It just works somehow. I don't know.
Definitely. So what's your major here, actually?
I am a freshman theater arts major.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So like your acting classes probably help you a little bit, like.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know, maybe with like
with
movements and stuff, with the performance aspect. Yeah. Most definitely. Well, like, what classes have you been like really enjoying, I suppose?
Definitely Intro to Acting with Paul, because he's crazy. Not crazy, like crazy in a good way.
Crazy, yeah, in a good way, definitely.
Like he's really energetic, and even though it's only an intro class, we get a lot out of that.
Okay.
And it's somewhere we really get to just experiment, and we get to use like technique that we learned, and he's always giving great feedback, and then we get class feedback, so
yeah,
that really helps.
That's amazing. And so where are you originally from?
I am Caribbean. I was born in the Caribbean, but I was raised first in Florida, then in Queens, and I mostly live in the Bronx now.
You live in the Bronx now? Wow, that's really jumping all over the place.
All over the place.
So, what made you want to like come to Fredonia? Like, what was the driving force?
I had originally never heard of Fredonia. I was like,
I could imagine coming. Like, we're in the boonies out here.
Like, what's a Fredonia? But then I started applying to colleges, and I was like, okay, so SUNY. I live in New York.
Yeah.
It's probably my best bet at this point. Applied to 28 colleges, got into 18 of them, 5 for business.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Among those was SUNY Fredonia, and I was like, so if I'm gonna go to a SUNY, which one should I go to for arts or theater? And I'm like, okay. And I start looking into it, and I'm like, this is a cool place.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
a good fit.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Definitely.
It's quiet-ish, which is a really good, difference from the loud city, and I needed that change.
Yeah, it's quieter, more
yeah.
of the thing. All right, well, Kelly, come on back up here. Ray, thank you so much for coming out tonight.
It was amazing.
It was amazing, really amazing. But thank you for coming out, everyone, all of our guests today. And thank you to everyone at home watching. Make sure you tune in next week for brand new Fredonia Faces. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Kelly. Bye, everyone.
Bye.